Tell me, like, where you're from.
I'm from Malawi, so it's in the southeastern part of Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, right next to Mozambique, right under Tanzania.
Is it a big country, smaller country?
It's a small country. It's like 1/3 the size of Montana,
Oh, wow.
but it has a population of 18 million.
18 million.
Unlike Montana, which has like a million only.
And you said it's like a third of Montana?
Yeah, a third the size of Montana. And it's also known as the warm heart of Africa. If you're on Google, then just look up the warm heart of Africa.
Why is that?
They say it's filled with happy people, ever smiling people.
Okay. So I'm sure it's a nice culture to be around.
Oh, yeah.
Smiling, happy.
Definitely, you don't want to be around those kind of people. For tourists and people who just come to travel.
What's tourism like there? Is there a lot of people coming in and out of the country, or?
So we have a lake, a freshwater lake, which is one of the biggest tourist attraction centers. And then we have the Mulanja Mountain, which people come to hike. I think it's one of the biggest mountains too, like from
Really?
Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
Somewhere around the top 10, so it attracts a bunch of people too.
And what's this lake called?
Lake Malawi.
Okay. I think I was trying to look up Malawi a little bit, and so Lake Malawi has like over 500 fish species or like something like that.
Thousands of species.
Thousands.
And then they're protected.
It's protected, so you can't
No,
fish or anything.
Some part of it is protected where
Oh.
you can fish. I think that's the part which has most of the species.
Yeah.
And then we have the basic tilapia, which is more like a national symbol. Like
Really,
you find it on the
tilapia
money.
is-
You find it on the money.
Tilapia's on the
On
money.
the money, yeah. Like it's that big. It's really nice. And
So
I
is
think
it
everyone who comes to Malawi should try out. It's called chambo.
chambo?
Yeah, should try out our chambo.
A lot of fishermen.
Oh, along the coast of Lake Malawi, yeah.
Okay.
We have a lot of fishermen.
And is it like your country's or let's say the lake is in the middle and then your country wraps around the lake, or is the lake on the border of some other countries?
It's on the right edge of our country.
the right edge. Okay.
So we're a landlocked country. Then we have a lake along. It's like a strip. Malawi is a strip.
Okay.
So yeah, we have a lake.
And what is the city that you're living in? What's it called?
I stay in Blantyre. It's a city in Scotland.
A city in Scotland.
Yeah, so one of the what do they
So
call
it's
it?
named in Scotland and it's in Malawi,
Right, yeah,
or-
so one of the
okay.
missionaries who came to Malawi, back in the day,
Yeah.
it's been a while, I can't remember the actual dates, but then they named the place Blantyre, based
Really?
on where they're from. So they were from Blantyre in Scotland, so they came and they're like, this place is going to be Blantyre.
So is there a lot of Scottish people in Malawi?
Not really. They
Not
established their churches, and then
So they established
with
and
time
they're
they
gone now.
handed them over to the local people. So
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
you won't see most of them right now. But then you can see the structures that they built when they
Yeah.
were there.
So is it ruins of buildings? Are these buildings still being used?
Oh, it's actually still being used. Like one
Really?
church I can remember it's called the St. Michael's.
St. Michael's.
Yeah, in Blantyre. I think it was built by Sir Henry Henson. It's a cathedral. Michael's.
Is it like the Helena Cathedral or
That's just smaller.
smaller? All right.
It has that crazy architecture. You can tell that, okay, I think
Yeah.
they planned this out, but then it's just
That's
smaller.
awesome.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so...
And it's St. Michael. Okay.
Yeah, so we actually pray in there, till this
Really?
day. Mm-hmm.
So is there a huge Catholic community in Malawi?
This is actually Presbyterian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's what the Scottish people brought. I'm not really sure if they're Scottish. I might be wrong with that part. Yeah, they built those churches, and then it's actually Presbyterian.
Okay.
Yeah, so they built these churches, and then we have the Catholic on the other side who also built
So is
some
it
churches.
a very Christian country if
The
they
majority.
brought that kind of culture over?
Yeah, the majority is Christian,
Okay.
and then Muslim.
Mm.
Most people believe in Malawi, which I was surprised when I came to the side, and
Yeah.
someone would be like, I don't believe in anything. I'm like, well, okay. It was a bit confusing then. In Malawi, almost everyone believes in something. We have the Christian side, the Muslims, mostly, and then we have a few Hindus
Mm-hmm.
in the Indian community,
Yeah.
and then we have the people who believe in ancestors and the traditional people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so almost everyone will believe in something. It's very rare to find someone who just doesn't believe.
Do you think with these, the mixtures of religions and cultures, is there some conflict with that, or does everyone get along really well?
I think at this point we don't really have that conflict.
Yeah.
We live together in our
Mhm.
communities.
Yeah.
Of course, there are times when politics will bring this, what do they call it, nepotism, where they get to only put some people over certain culture in some positions in the government.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's say, so we have many cultures too.